Hey everyone, welcome to Front of the Eps. I'm Menti, and this is episode 55 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode we've got the Norge by FWS Kungen in its final battle against the Zvinvoshar by Msausen. Let's go ahead and I can get the camera in position. We can go right into here, and yeah, like I said, this will be the Norge's final battle. So after this, the approval vote will be up in the Discord. It will be up for a week, and then after that, voting will be closed, so make sure you get in there and get your vote cast while you can. Oof, that actually took a pretty hefty hit there. All it really lost was some barrels. That's, pretty sturdy there. Norge taking some hits to the side. It's probably relieved that it gets to fight, just like a normal opponent for once, after getting absolutely slammed by the Polaris and the Prince. Norge having a little bit of problem with accuracy, not landing his shots particularly well. Landed a couple of there. Or a couple shots there is what I meant to say. Meanwhile, this Zvinvoshar is like every single shot from that volley just hit. Norge is down to 92%. Zvinvoshar at 99.2%. It was at 99.9, but then it actually got hit. It's doing a pretty good job of patching up and repairing what damage the Norge is causing. Excuse me. Well, I was going right for this turret. Not gonna quite hit it. Fell a little bit short. I think it actually did hit somewhere down here. May have clipped the bottom. Couple more hits landing on the Zvinvoshar. Not all that much damage though. Zvinvoshar still doing fairly well at repairing the damage it's receiving. Though the Norge is out damaging the repair rate of the Zvinvoshar, but not out damaging the rate that the Zvinvoshar is, damaging it. And it's got a bit of a list starting now. Big hole in the bow here. Several big holes in the bow. Oh, now the stern just took some hits. I don't think that's actually going to let any water in anywhere that matters. Oh, those are going for turrets. Going to fall a little bit low. A couple of them, I think one of them skipped off the water there and smacked the turret in the face, but looks like only one barrel is damaged. These guns are still in firing form. Zvinvoshar is officially out of materials. Ooh. One barrel there got knocked out of existence, and then the other three got shaved down a bit. And another hit went straight to the barbette. But the Zvinvoshar's guns don't seem to have a whole lot of penetration. They detonate very close to the surface every time they strike. Seems like they've only got enough, either between the fuse setting or the kinetic damage, they've only got enough oomph to punch in a few meters before they detonate. see, like, every hit that lands detonates very close to the surface. I don't think it's getting more than like 3 or 4 meters of penetration before they go off, before the shells just explode. Cannot tell you if that's due to a lack of kinetic damage, which it probably isn't, given how green the trails are. It's probably the fuses. If I had to guess, I would say the fuse settings are a bit low. You know, time after impact fuses. Well, I don't know. It looks like that one went in through here and then detonated on the other side. That's pretty far, so it might actually be a lack of kinetic damage that's causing very shallow penetrations. Yeah, because see, those ones, they hit the superstructure and got all the way out here. Which, if that was happening on the side, they would get, like, into the center of the ship. So, I think it might actually be the kinetic damage lack. I'm changing my tune here. I mean, the Norge does have fairly thick armor. It's not made of particularly strong blocks, but it is thick. I mean, you can see right there, that's like 8 or 9 meters thick of armor right there. It's stone and reinforced wood, but it's still 8, 9 meters of it. Anyway, Norge is dead in the water. A lot of its guns are shaved down to a point that they can't really fire, or just flat out disabled. Those heavy armor caps just not doing a lot when the shells just get in here and then go down inside and blow up the components. It looks like there was probably heavy armor there at one point. It got battered through. Ooh, I think those shells we just saw hit right in here did some nasty things to the turret inside there. Okay. That seemed like a gun fired there, but I didn't actually see a shell go out. That was weird. And now the Norge is rolling over. But it did get at least one last volley off. And you can see the Zvinvoshar uses a completely different armor scheme. It's got like looks like 3 meters of moderate armor, and then a big old air gap, and then, you know, for a secondary hull, and then more armor on the inside. And Norge has gone belly up. You can actually see the turret there. This might have actually been what caused the damage, is this whatever detonated right here. I do believe the Norge is shooting itself right now. Or it was. Yeah, these guns are pointed up at the deck. It is completely capsized. There's not really anything the Norge can do anymore. Oh, the Zvinvoshar completely lost the turret here. Well, not completely, but pretty dang close to completely. I wonder if the Zvinvoshar is going to be able to finish off the Norge in the minute 15 seconds we've got left in the round. It's the Norge. Well, the Norge is kind of trying to help its opponent there a little bit, shooting itself. But it's gonna be close. It's not often we have battles go the full 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not gonna get there. It's like, unless these volleys manage to pop off multiple turrets. And that's gonna be it. Both ships have survived. Okay, so we got 57.7 for the Norge and 81 for the Zvinvoshar. We'll get round 2 here, set back up. And away we go. Zvinvoshar got very close, but did not quite manage to sink its opponent before the round ended. Probably because if that one turret hadn't gotten obliterated, it probably would have been able to accomplish that. But it did, so it didn't. Because it did, so it didn't. Yeah, because that makes total sense out of context. That is the danger of only having 3 turrets. If you lose 1 turret, you lose a very large chunk of your firepower. Oh, those are going for that gun. Not quite. Falling just a little bit little bit away from it. This time the HP values are staying a little bit closer together, but it has only been a minute. The Zvinvoshar has a superior repair rate and more materials to repair with, so that is something that can help with this situation, but only until those materials run out. It needs to get that big lead like it did in the first round. You know, basically get out there and be a front runner. Because I think the longer this battle goes, the better chance the Norge has of pulling the win out. I think the Norge has better longevity. This turret took that hit though and has been disabled. That is bad news. Norge. And yeah, that caused some serious HP damage. Suddenly the Zvinvoshar has a 9% lead almost. That's going right for that turret. Oh, all 4 of those guns knocked out with that barrage. But it might be too little too late for the Norge. Oh, because now it's... both of its rear guns are disabled. One of its forward guns looks like it's disabled, so it's really just this turret right here that the Norge has left. The Zvinvoshar, I think, has managed to get that that early lead it needed, or that it needs, to be able to pull off the win. Wow, that entire superstructure blown out by that one barrage. Oh, and that turret takes it straight to the face. Oh, here comes more. Yeah, that turret's that's done. That is a game over for the Norge. It has 0 guns remaining. But can the Zvinvoshar finish it off? It failed to do that in the first round, though. It still has, you know, 5 minutes and 45 seconds to do 15% of the Norge's health and damage. And with the Norge not moving or fighting back in any way, that's perfectly doable. The Norge is trying to maneuver, but it's, you know, dead in the water, so all it can do is use its rudder to turn, which I'm not even sure how the rudder makes it turn when it's not moving, but, you know, from the depths physics, what can you do? Ooh, that was a turret that just fell off. Well, at least the cap, not the whole turret. But that's still a lot of HP damage. Got 11% to go. Yeah, I think in the next tournament I'm going to include a clause of something along the lines of, if your ship like loses all of its weapons and can't fight back and has no hope of actually repairing them and getting them back into the fight, your ship is just considered destroyed at that point. So we don't have to sit here and watch, you know, one ship just kind of, you know, kick the other ship around for 5 minutes. I mean, this is effectively a you know, a kill. It's like a mission kill. The ship cannot function anymore. It's basically dead. But the Zvinvoshar is just not having luck with reducing those last bits of HP, and the Norge is, you know, not sinking for once. Probably because of the lack of penetration on the Zvinvoshar's guns. They just don't get in there very far. Oh! Looks like the Zvinvoshar, or the Norge, has managed to get its engines fixed, or at least, you know, partially operating and underway again. Which might not be a good thing, because, yeah, now it's trying to turn, and it's tilting, and its bow is pushing down into the water, so it's kind of sinking now. Probably would have been better off just staying still. Oh, it looks like the bow of the Norge. Yeah, well, obviously, because the guy had that flat face going. The bow got broken off. Which we have seen happen before. Is the Zvinvoshar going to fail to kill the Norge again? I thought I had that in the bag. I guess the Norge's hull is just really hard for the Zvinvoshar to do any real damage to. It's all the guns in the superstructure that it manages to get the HP damage with, and then once those are gone, it struggles to deal any real damage. This might end up being a low-scoring round for both ships. Zvinvoshar's guns are just not really doing a whole lot. And that's it. 59.1 for the Norge, and what was it? 94 for the Zvinvoshar. Like, the Zvinvoshar keeps winning, but it keeps not, like, it's just falling just short of being able to put the nail in the coffin. Which makes me feel like if the Norge's guns can just survive, do enough damage to the Zvinvoshar, and survive until the Zvinvoshar is out of materials, the Norge could really kill the Zvinvoshar, I think. It's just, so far it's been losing all of its guns. Or most of them. Before the Zvinvoshar runs out of materials, and the Zvinvoshar just keeps itself alive long enough to not die. Yes, it keeps itself alive long enough to not die. I'm just full of, you know, utterly astounding sayings today. See, right about now that the Norge has done some... Ooh, wow, that blew out a whole bunch of blocks. Some significant hull damage to the Zvinvoshar. Now would be the time to land a strike on one of these turrets, so it goes offline and doesn't come back. Oh, did it? That was close, but not quite. Like, I really feel like the Norge has a chance here. It needs to run the Zvinvoshar out of materials and keep its guns alive until that happens. If it can do that, it looks like it had lost a barrel from this turret here, but a little hard to confirm because of all the obscuring smoke. And yes, I'm going to keep mentioning that every single time it happens, in case one of the devs is watching this, so you know they take the hint and fix it. Ooh, that gun might not be in great condition anymore after that. It looks like it still has 3 functional barrels, maybe. 3 out of 4 isn't bad. This one's got 3 as well. And now the Zvinvoshar is out of materials, so... Like, what the Norge has to do to win here is land hits on the enemy's guns. If you can destroy these turrets, you can easily make up the HP deficit. And claim yourself a win here, but otherwise, I don't know. I don't think the Zvinvoshar is really in danger of sinking. It seems to be pretty solid in the flotation department. That shot's falling way short. That one's coming in though. Ooh, almost got a gun there. Real close. Norge is... Oh no, it lost the turret. This turret is disabled. This turret may also be disabled. Because it decided to sail away in a straight line. That just makes it so easy for your guns to take hits. Yeah, I think that turret's done. That one... Yep, that one still has a few... It still has a few guns available up here in the front turrets, but... You're getting... Oh! Yeah, you're getting kind of far away there, Norge. And your stern is really badly beaten up, so you don't have a rudder, do you? Well, we know how that song and dance goes. You know, this would be a good time to go dead in the water and just let the enemy catch up to you, but you know. Not legal to set your ship up to do that. The enemy would have to conveniently damage the engines or whatever. Ooh, the bow just got smashed. Well, looks like this one isn't going to 10 minutes. Kaboom. Those last few shells will be allowed to finish their flight. Alright, that is it. This battle is over. What, 92.2? Okay. Oh, there we go. 92.2. So that ends up getting the Zvinvoshar some pretty good points. But the Norge, not so much. I mean, yeah, 78 out of 200 is not good. Not good. But yeah, that'll be the Norge's final battle, so make sure you head over to the Discord to do the vote. That should be up by the time this video goes live. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.